This is just in. Numerous Apply-Eid people have reported saying they saw a two senior citizen holding mutter-mumble contest that has escalated to an all-out war between two senior citizens. The source has not yet elaborated on why this is. People are advised to stay indoors. Because of it, the special unit of the FBI is taking a closer look at the two individuals it might be linked to corruption of mashed potatoes. And now back to sports in the NFL. There seems to be a growing worry about cognitive handicapped Beaver Mandel. The Beaver was run over by a confused dementia patient who physically was driving a car but mentally believed he was playing poker at Las Vegas. Dr. Patel believes sudden dementia occurred.
Did you remember to collect those vomit bags from Disneyland so I can indulge in my habit of huffing vomit fumes and enjoy the whiff of rotting stomach juices? What do you mean? No. What are you still doing here, you foul-smelling pigeon anus? I need a whiff off emptied out stomach contents this instant. If you fail to provide me those, it will cost you your vomit job. You hear me, Jacob, and don't think I don't mean it this time. I'm sick of missing out on all the pure roller coaster vomit that goes to waste from people's motion sickness. I will bind your nutsack to a carousel and let it go round, you potfish. You're the most pathetic empty candy wrapper I've ever come across. I don't even need to double check myself. You must be a close relative of that ridiculous-looking splattered piece of bird shit that ended up on the hood of my car earlier today. Did it come from a bird's retarded anus, or is it yours? I can't help but point out your family tree only produces only poor designed candy wrappers and misguided failed bird poop trajectory launches and illogical bird shit splatter shapes that almost suggests you've corrupted its anal integrity by breaking and entering the bird's tiny shit opener. Oh, I know you love yourself a pot sticker, but that's not the way to go about it. You don't need to literally stick your George Michael in his pot, okay? If you aren't able to control the sexual urges, you can always visit Martha McLemore and get a random but mysterious new penis disease for free. It's first come, first served, she said, and it's a limited time offer because she doesn't know much longer. She's going to be around with all the disease, and all I would say, stop thinking and go dick stinking. Afterwards, the entire shape and condition of your George Michael is going to be affected by, or are rather infected by, the disease environment you exposed it to. And now you can start with pimping your penis. You pimp yourself some pimp and boils on there, classy up the place. Anything's better than that goblin troll fuck rat theme you've got going on. The saturation level of dried up urine sperm cheese nugget you've grown on there is what Stephen King's best-selling horror books look like. Whenever you take it out of your contamination chamber, it induces a global gag reflux. Long exposure even leads to a global vomit wave, million gallons of puke. Vomit juices collect and accumulate all vomit particles together, forming a unified new source of stomach acid, forming the Great Puke Lakes of Denver and Dakota. You will be the end of the concept surf and turf, and introduces the concept of surf and barf. Your penis nugget aroma even doesn't spare the local dogs. They even began barfing while barking. Even the chickens died. They from overclucking, choking in your dick-sick gases. It left the birds puking and dying on the floor, to the point some even barfed so violently, barfing the beak of its face. The virologists even held a crisis meeting to debate how to classify it, because it had it all. It was a bacteria, virus, infected, diseased, leprosy involved, and to top it all off, the top was declared deceased. It just had no choice. It decayed further, while the shafts still spasmed some signs of life. There is a lot of evidence that suggests I'm talking out of my ass, but I'm here to reassure everybody it's deeper than only the ass. It's at the large intestine level. I hope this relieves the mix-up and let it never happen again. You fucking circus whores and cartoon harlots. Welcome to the tutorial. I'm going to share with you all how to get an orange-colored facial abnormal skin is my thing. You know, and by extension, its extends of the scalp is also a bottom of this layer of skin. So it means that my hairpiece is now doing strange stuff because of the orange colors. Not all is also an adaptation that doesn't make any sense, but we'll dive into that. So what you first need to do, what this crucial is, you need to be looking yourself in the mirror and make flipping of gestures to your reflection in the mirror on the extreme level. You yourself cannot help but be offended by your stage scenery when you keep on looking at your reflection in the mirror. That visual information is going to be taken up to your cognitive analysis chamber, which means it will analyze the stimulus it responds to, knowing you're flipping it off. I will ignore your wanting me to keep myself hydrated, to give myself healthy, but then I would be dancing your tune, you now, isn't it? And I'm going to take over. Here I am, DJ Orange-Skinned Herpes with hairpiece anomalies, and I will blow the roof of this building. I mix the best hairpiece into unusable wigs. Mixtapes, you let's raise the roof, but not our wigs. Otherwise, they call us out for it, and I don't feel like feeling ashamed today. Now headbutt your own reflection in the mirror. You're not standing for that behavior. It's over of taking this kind of rude and unrespectful hand gestures. You begin to see the reflection as your enemy, fighting a fierce battle, and in the heat of the moment, you're cutting off your left ear and other body parts, even fingers all scattered over the entire living room, which is drenched in blood, and it's a horror scene beyond anything else. The mirror begins to call you out as a pregnant, hairy boob with a disfigured nipple of a gypsy, and you don't take that crap, and now you've eaten most of your fingers. You wait until the next morning and shit your fingers back out of your ass and hoping that the bones are still intact because you use it as ass scratcher, sending a message to the system. You scratch your anus with the middle finger. You flipped it off to your insults, of course, of calling his mother a untransformed piece of sand that is not even fused together as glass. And you are a bastard son from a lower quality aluminum mirror. And it's a shame for your self-esteem. The mirror breaks down in tears, but those are actually broken shards. It's the breaking down into shards of the million pieces of razor-sharp shards, and would lead up to the point that blood loss has made you so incoherently and depraved of logical sense, you begin to regain a lucidity level, realizing you're locked in the maximum secure mental institution. You needed to end up in the maximum security mental hospital. All the other ones have staff who don't neglect their patients. This facility absolute doesn't. They don't care of you. Have a cheese dick or not. Your personal hygiene will suffer vigorously. There's no washing room, so you don't get washed in your clothes as well. And you wrapped in any restraining jacket that has never been washed before and is in a sweat of every impossible maniac you could possibly imagine ever accumulated in there. An orgy of bacteria and viruses for the first time, saying, hey, what's your name? I like to call myself Irakan Habuba, the bacterian minister of molestation and anal cement. And what is your name? I'm a virus convicted for raping parasite tonsils and excusing myself while masturbating in solitude. Even I can't stand the image of me going at it like trying to start a defected chainsaw, pulling the COVID out of it. But you can just call me Hitler's Norm, Pfeiftig Dyson Kakaboon and Filet. Yeah, who the hell even gives a shit? If you don't show me your bacteria stinking cheese wheel immediately, I go antibiotic on your ass, you hear me? You featureless pathogen, retarded blob fuck fart. After a lot of virus and bacteria fuckfests creates a bacteria virus baby, the skin barrier fails and now it's rendered catatonic halt skin, rejuvenating and slowly is rotting before it reaches brown and black. It goes true orange. And there you have congratulations and have a wonderful loving time with your newly orange-colored decaying skin flakes casualties. I've never heard a man fart, true his nasal pathways, but hey, I see living nose openings, acting like two assholes with ass nostrils and green-yellow shit clumps coming out of there. Can you sneeze, fart my daughter of the podium at her graduation? Absolutely nobody steals my spotlight. I won't stand for it. These absurdities need to stop. Why are we still using incorrect terminology? Because eggplants no? I don't think so. I never hear or see the plant clucking like a chicken. I don't agree. Red Dead kind of terminology. It stops now, you filthy Arab grandpa children. My Uncle Franklin helped plant mosquito sausages, and he won the awkward award for it. What's up with all the bed bugs lately? Must be their time of the month, because I scratched my ass only one time yesterday, got kicked out of bed over it, and had to sleep on the couch. I love a calipo in the ghetto as much as I love hearing farts while seeing a mentally unstable Spaniard raping a llama calf in half slowly by forcing his dick to rupture the anal chamber. That's just how I unwind after a stressy day and relax.
Hoo hoo goo 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 noo noo. Would you hoo 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 goo 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 noo noo do? Would you hoo hoo goo 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 goo? Ooh ooh ooh. Jew, Jew, Jew.
You know what, Ferris wheel idiot? How about spicing it up with adding some nonsensical gibberish to the mix? Anyone can mutter sounds. It's another thing to talk out of your ass. What do you say, Mr. Mental Physical Decay?
You know what, Donald? This is actually the best idea that I have ever gotten to witness coming out your Satan's lair of a stinkmouth. And I am up all night and day, if that's what it takes, to finally prove you're up against the god of nonsense here. You MAGA monster, bring it.
Are you up for it, or are you up for a corner exam already? It's more than plausible, seeing at the rate you're wrinkling more and more. We're talking seconds, not weeks or months. Hear you impacted loose gelatine sniffer?
I said bring it. Are you finally done blabbing, or are you going to keep yapping till one of us collapses on the floor, or are you finally showing me you have the orange balls to prove me you ain't just all talk?
Quick, catch a what?
How dare you make one of my flowers cry? He started crying after your stinky ass breath passed him by. All right, that does it. You are really starting to push my buttons here, pal. Better watch it, you decomposed orange. You are walking on very thin ice here. When this is all over, you better apologize to my raspberry flower. His name is Joseph, and you owe him an apology. If you don't, legal action will be taken. Don't you worry about a thing, pal. Make no mistakes. It will happen. The last guy who insulted one of my friends by calling him a weed tampon thought I wasn't serious, that I didn't meant it. He learned it the hard way. He regretted it ever since, not apologizing to my good friend Bernie. The Egyptian tulip. He's still paying for it collecting bottle caps in Peru.
Try and make me, you incontinent, senile, fragile old fossil tapper. Shut your nozzle and begin already. You pathetic, mutated lump of cancer. Your move, moronic tumor boy.
I'll do you one better. How about I'll make you go into the garbage disposal and activating it? Talking trash all the time, it's about time we put your garbage mouth where LT belongs. But don't you worry, Donald. At the dump, you got a whole mountain of trash and garbage keeping you company. Let's begin. Spiet, you need to spep people, spep soda, spep vive listenerker. Peppa, peppa, peppy, tef, 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 nepiet, spia, oh, ho, sebia, smell my anus and go like water. Girl, Harry, Twisinister, Gleef, Krakat, and Smegma, Puri, Gavanden, and Groton. Hujo Kupsa, my name is Hans Jaga, Mr. Hans Shat myself.
I love to s'more med and cigarette bacchus. Yummy. I go yummy, it's so yummy, then I'll do the yummy, it's so yummy. Then I'll remove your dad's anus hair for no reason and eat it with shit attached to LT. But still yummy, it's so yummy, the shit from Poppy and the sucking piss out your mommy.
Yummy. I go yummy, it's so yummy.
I go yummy, it's so yummy. I go yummy, it's so yummy.
Then I'll remove your dad's anus hair for no reason.
Then I'll remove your dad's anus hair.
His anus
Hair for no reason.
for no reason.
For no reason.
And eat it with shit attached to LT. But still yummy, it's so yummy, the shit from Poppy and the sucking piss out your mommy.
To get team, you'll smegma me.
You'll smegma me. You'll smegma me.
You'll smegma me.
You'll smegma me.
Open up your holes instead of your heart, you ugly fart.
Open up your holes instead of your heart, you ugly fart.
Open up your holes instead of your heart, you ugly fart.
You say you're pappy and I say not even in a million years, bitch, stay away from my stinky zappy.
My stinky zappy.
My stinky zappy.
My stinky zappy. My stinky zappy. My stinky
Stinky.
stinky
My stinky
zappy.
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 Zappy, zappy, zappy. Never eat an oral croquet, you become immediately fat. When put it through the back door, your anus is s'more.
Your anus is s'more. Your anus is s'more.
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 Levy Myas is just not ready.
They say he, they say Hoyapee, they say Beverly, and Corbett. He is never net. He is my best. He is my best. He is it.
They say he, they say he, they say Beverly, they say Beverly, they say Beverly, they say up, 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 and this, her first next by it, he is never net. He is my best. He is my best. He is it.
They say he. They say Hoyapee. They say Babbly and Quabeti.
They say Hoyapee, they say Babbly, and Quabeti. He is never net. He is my best. He is my best. He is.
They say Apchatrospa. I say Nana, Dana.
I say nana, dana.
Dana. I love a Calipo in the ghetto as much as I love hearing farts while seeing a mentally unstable Spaniard raping a llama calf in half slowly by forcing his dick to rupture the anal chamber. That's just how I unwind after a stressy day and relax. Yummy, 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 yummy. That's it, more s'more, mommy. Melike, when you go and fart sniff, I find you a anus whiff, having only a goggin snaff jippa joyezi. Hayas lioslo aslo so papa. Adaka karbechaka the day. At the breda satia basti. Oh, and yum, yummy, come. It's the yummy. Even better than graveyard skeleton anal raping mummy. You hear that, Papa? Hey, your son propelled some lousy quality sperm in his mammy. Daddy still love me?
I am almost H.M. Ming-Me. I'll have you ejaculate my cup of Joe prostate gravy on top off the head of the Navy. You all know the words ejaculate and strangle the sperm out your storage facilities with me. Oh no, it's coming?
It's coming.
No choice, I have to ejaculate my cup of Joe prostate gravy on top off the head of the Navy. You all know the words ejaculate and strangle the sperm out your storage facilities with me.
Oh no, it's coming.
It's coming.
Oh no, it's coming.
It's coming. Was another with heavy
Seriously, that's your best stuff? Good Lord, if we go even more censored as this, we would be talking about going around the TV, completely covering it with duct tape. So it's already out of view in case we have to go the shitter or something and be blindsided, running with a unwiped ass back to prevent it.
What the hell? Say, mister, is this Japanese-designed dog shit feces container bothering you as well? All right, that does it. Have you no shame, you brown-colored anus beer? Harassing a defenseless old geezer, not on my watch?
Well, you're all colorful characters, but that's not my kind of cup of tea. So I'm going to stand with, from measurement. I get to feel that the guy over here is not so popular anymore. He's considered evil, or at least, a little bit awkward at least. It's the same reaction, that you guys get from whenever you see something. And you would point out, hey, look over there, let's help the little guy. Well, because you're all little things, aren't you? Well, I am evil, and I am searching for the next best dynamic fit, and that's him over there. Well, I thought it was more like getting physical, but I guess muttering and mumbling or whatever. A lot of crazy, insane serial killers muttered and mumbled while murdering their victims. I guess so I will just adjust myself.
That's wonderful. I've waited years for a qualified doctor to show you what I consider an evil mole-shaped bump on my ass. Could you take a quick look or take in a quick whiff? It's not verbally abusing me, but the physical abuse I've suffered because of it qualifies as evil. At least in my book.
Do you think you're really using the word evil, correct, you uncomplicated, ignorant creature? You don't possess the wits to know the nuances of how bad evil truly is with your simple understanding limitation. I operate without anesthesia, and I saturate my operation equipment with pure salt. There's no way of escape, because when I open you up trying to run away, makes all your organs fall out. You are basically doomed. You are what I call a premature carcass, a cadaver in the making. You are at my mercy, which means you basically have none. I love the stare of despair. It arouses me. As much as I love the stare of despair, I love the screams of agony much, much more. But I climax after witnessing someone taking their last breath. Oh yeah, most definitely my most potent arousal activator. No strength of Viagra has ever worked better. It's just total exhilaration, full-blown, horny. Let's see a little bit of mumbling here, a little bit muttering over there.
Or must, fellas, otherwise it's like, why send it in the first place? I want to open up an abstract butcher shop that imports exotic animal phalluses and balls from all known animals that have been studied and documented to have one, that only has animal dick meat laying around and priced per kilo, and animal female body parts I would list under delicacies, basic, You walk in a store completely compacted with prostate burgers and urine bladder soups, also horse dick and tomato sauce, marinated beaver tits, ground up magpie for spaghetti, or how about a pigeon penis smoked on oak wood? This would be my specialty dish listed as the woodpecker. You get a good portion pigeon pecker with additional toppings and add-ons, completely your choice. The mid-sized dicks I would frame under animal Cuban cigars. If you put a dick on the edge of your lips while closing your mouth, this would give the Fidel Castro effect. But the smoke travels through the shaft's its pee-hole opening, causing a smoking chimney effect with smoke blowing steadily. My success will come from a genius tenderizing method I invented. You would use the most largest and heavy raw horse dicks, use them as a flexible hammer shaft, and go to work on a cow vagina, clobbering the absolute shit out of it until the dick head severs and breaks off. Got my list with specialties. For example, there's the butterfly moth orgy. It's a plate with life moths and butterflies trapped under a glass bowl. And if they eventually begin having raw beetle sex, you get to eat the newborn caterpillar fresh out of butterfly's vagina. There will be ground up magpies and parakeet dicks rolled up in a flapjack that I will smoke on oak wood.
Where are you, fucker?
Where are you, Papa, you old wrinkled dick?
Stop deep sneezing for a moment. I said, Papa, you old wrinkled dick. Stop deep sneezing for a moment. I said, Papa,
W mama 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 mama
Oh, is that so? Never learned how to play fair, gentlemen? 2 against 3, not an even number now, is it? Pathetic. How weak was that? But no matter. This is easily addressed. Just going to place myself beside of these other bad men. Would you look at that? Perfectly balanced. Ha 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 ha. Better wake up and face the music for real. You're facing some very bad man, physically and mentally. If your big strategy weapon is throwing your morals and ethical values at this side over here, you are in big, big trouble, my man. We're immune to those.
Hey, what is the guy of Breaking Ball doing here? Mister, we have no wigs, no hair pieces or hair extensions. We're very sorry, but it's kind of impossible to predict our encounter. Here, say he is a moth maker, right? Hey, mister, can I order 4 mothballs? And a can of moth sauce to go, please.
What? Mothballs? You must be going mad. But that's even worse. Because a madman cannot strategize, a madman cannot win. You could be as evil as you want to be. As long as you do not lose your head, you would be the man to fear here, but no problem. Morals and ethics will not save anyone from anything. For morals to even have a meaning or an effect at all. Both of the 2 sides involved need to adopt its philosophy and what its essence is, and as it is sitting right now, I am afraid this side never acknowledges. It doesn't look good for you guys. I mean, the whole notion of ethics, why it was even implemented, was hoping everyone chooses to do right by another. Joseph Mengele saw it differently. Didn't he want him to love to care and not misusing one's trust? And you hope the bad guy says to you, yeah, why not? I am clearly a person of empathy. Oh yeah, of course, doctor. No arguments there. You did not do those deeds intentionally. Because he is a decent man, come on and just give up already. You're not going to talk us out of something. You should maybe stop talking, start begging. Not that it will do you any good, but we would certainly enjoy it.
Your episodes of pure nonsense are over, Joe. You will forever be known as the senile priest of the demented, pathetical church of the believers of incredible low intellect who are only allowed preaching at gatherings of retarded religion. They're successful in blabbing the teachings of idiotic Boris.
If that's true, why aren't you attending the service? You're more than qualified to attend. In fact, you'd be the most cognitively impacted moron we have. You have such a hard time figuring out the most obvious understanding. Shouldn't you call yourself Donald Stumped? Grasping concepts all the time must be a true hell. Want me to fatally injure you? And upgrade grasping into gasping? You know, for air? It will take your mind off of it for sure. Old Cup of Joe here guarantees it. With a promise and a smile, I will smile you out of denial. The little turd never gets the voice because Big Brother always takes it, and it's always discussing about how big a clump of shit, but not about the little.
Huh?
And we need to change this. This is absolutely unacceptable.
Huh?
That little clumps are not recognized because I find and I stand up for the little clump of crap. How about you vote yes on proposition shit?
Hey, stop, halt. I said abort your movement, you retarded otterbob. Where do you think you're going? The movies with your honey bun for Valentine? Think again. You stay right here combing the dried up shit out my butler's butt, and your walking clitoris comes with me. Don't need to worry, though. When I was little, I enjoyed ice cream. While speaking it to a Jewish dreidel, it caused me to vomit violently. The doctor examined me. He said I got rabbi disease. He wrote me a prescription for anus mustard and threatened never to call him again, or he will do Hitler impressions in front of my door.
Come on, you fellas. This is too soft for me. Let's go do something like kidnapping up a hobo or something and make an ultrasound room that lets no vibrations leave the internal of the chamber. You would have a lot of material that would be vibrating, like specially designed ultrasonic plates. Doesn't let sound escape. It recast around the room where our hobo friend gonna be locked in there, up for days, bombarding him with low frequencies. Basically very painful because it cannot leave the room. It's very compact room, and now you just let it play out. Unable to sleep, unable to move. Trust me, being basically force his internal ear to vibrate loose from the body. It takes incredibly long until that happens. It's beyond excruciating. If you have not turned mad yet before it breaks. The art of using frequency as torture, it's about not too much, not too little, it's the middle. Haha, because that's the sweet spot. And as a side project, let's pour his body on concrete with only his balls and penis exposed. Letting a lion loose, it will feast on penis ball organ meat.
The rule of law will hereby be going in effect immediately. Anyone who is caught ever again with a goosebump on their face, arms, legs, anywhere, even at the edge of the anus, will be severely punished with a complimentary cup of Joe in the house. A hate parade in your name will be held.
You're gonna become conquerors. You're gonna be you're better than graveyard skeleton anal raping mummy. You hear that, Papa? You're 7 pounds of lousy quality sperm in his mammy. Daddy still loves me.
Glette. Zootsalbat, pelpas, heel twap tokoga, kaatkortjalk, spaakje, de nampje, lokken, soepelino, troppeldam, tarkeka, kwalkens, pira, pipiota, kaka, susku, susnoot, sismer, your clitoris burns my eyes as an acid of my auger snurk.
Potverklijke eer, Salbat, Logan, Su, hey yo Popsko, Walk-in, snack, pira, pipi, atakaka, Snoet, sis, mirthap, your clitoris burns my eyes, and acid eats.
Opgedroogde kak is een vak. Hey, Joskes, what are you doing now, man? Did you just fucking come in my baking grease? I will bake a meal with it, and I am forcing it down your throat.
You hear me? You snore. I said snore. You fucking snore. You hear me, you swore? I said swore, sir. You swore, or fucking swore. This is the brigade, I'm Geekster. It's really will say so.
Throat, huh? Hey, Baldy, I've been patient long enough. If you're not going to behave on your terms, then it will be on mine. It's going to require me to counter it with profanity, but I use it for good and not as a weapon to do harm. So I am justified by using it. It's just another way of fighting fire with fire. The glare reflecting off your scalp was bothering me anyways. I will utilize what I've learned when I was still practicing martial farts. Get ready, you hairless butt plugger. I am going Fat Lee on your ass, focus on my anus, and enhance my fart power. The concentrated ass gas is going to leave a mark.
Oh my. I better call my nonsense advisor for advice on dealing with nonsensical mental patients then. Or me and my superior intellect would surely be outmatched by the level of nitwit intelligence we're up against. Shaha. Fear not my impacted individual. I'm more than able of wiping the floor with you.
Ook, ja. Als ik Nederlands praat, verstaan ze me toch niet? Haha, dus lekker voordelig, hoor mij. Ben de zieligaards.
Nou. Dat weet ik nu toch zomaar niet, hoor. Ik zou maar oppassen wat je zegt. Er moest zomaar eens iemand Nederlands praten, zonder jij het beseft. Denk maar goed na, jij achterlijke plas broodpudding urine.
Verdomme, hè. Moet je mijn strategie weer naar de kloten jagen? Ja, meneer Witte Walter. Smoor me a sandwich. Smoor me a river. While you're at it, better smoor me a new liver.
Tension, she got down, she got ten, and she got down, 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 and she got 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 stand she got she got stand she got she got and 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 she got 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 she
Now more. You hear me, you smore? I've said smore, sir. You so. What a fucking smooth. It's a step right here. Oh, my God. This year, you will say so. At this spot, at this spot, more than fraggles now, I feel you cracking your fire.
Yeah.